What's up guys, AT back again for men's health with our 5 best bicep exercises. You might have been doing endless curls and getting nowhere, so here's 5 more movements you can add into your arsenal, hopefully for some new stimulus, some new growth. Some of you might not have even tried before, which is always a recipe for success. Let's go. We're gonna kick off with incline curls. You've probably done a ton of seated curls before, but by leaning back a little bit into this incline, it's gonna make my arms hang all the way back down. My biceps are in this fully stretched position. And from here, it's very difficult to cheat. Huge range of motion, coming all the way down. If I can flex my triceps at the bottom of the lift, then I know my biceps are fully extended. From here, turning up, supinating those palms as I come up, getting a big squeeze at the top. Nice and controlled, no need to rush these whatsoever. You're probably not going to be able to handle a lot of weight anyway, so make the most of those big contractions, those big squeezes. Next up, we've got the weighted curl. Great exercise, especially if you've only got one dumbbell and you still want to hit those biceps. I'm going to take my weight long ways. I'm not going to hold the handle. I'm going to hold it in my hands underneath the grip. What I'm not going to be able to do here is get a full stretch through the bicep, but that's fine because as we curl up, we're going to make up for it because the mechanical tension is on my biceps as opposed to my forearms, which really adds to that peak contraction. So again, not getting that full stretch, but what that's doing is really keeping the tension on my arms, and I mean that is burning already. Next up, we've got the 10 and 2 plate curl. We're switching it on the head from the weighted curl where we're taking the pressure off of the forearms and placing it onto the biceps. And we're gonna hit our forearms a little bit harder here, but we're also hitting this long head of the bicep that you're not hitting so much with the more supinated curl. So I'm gonna grab my plate at 10 and 2, just like your driving lessons. I'm gonna bring it up, big long stretch to the top, and I curl towards my face. Flex those triceps to the bottom to make sure you got full stretch, and back up. Really working that grip, and this reverse grip is hitting that long head of the bicep, which can sometimes be a bit neglected, but can actually add quite a bit of size to your arms by pushing up the rest of the bicep. Next up, we've got the hinged row. The barbell row might be the bread and butter of your bicep training at the moment, but with this one simple trick, just a little twist, we're gonna put a lot more tension on the bicep, so you might have to go lighter than you've ever gone before, but it's gonna be worth it. So I'm gonna pick up my weight, just as I would if I was going into my curls. I'm gonna hinge over slightly. I'm gonna let my arms hang free. They're hanging freely here, triceps are engaged, and I'm just gonna curl up towards my nose. Nice tight core, nice flat back, curling up, big squeeze. And what that's stopping me from doing is any sort of cheating here. I can go from a full stretch up to a full squeeze and back down again. Almost kind of emulating that preacher curl. Last up, we've got the kettlebell rope curl. Fantastic exercise, but also a great use of 2 bits of kit that might just be laying around the gym with no one else using them. 2 incredibly functional bits of kit, which we're about to use to get bigger biceps. So you're gonna pass your rope as thick as possible. That's really important here. The thicker, the more your forearms are gonna work, the more your biceps are gonna work. I'm gonna pass through the handle of the kettlebell. I'm gonna pick it up, full extension at the bottom, flexing those triceps to make sure the biceps are fully stretched. From here, I'm just gonna curl up and I turn my hands. That's really important, that big turn, that big supination, stretch that rope apart, reaching your little fingers towards your shoulders, and that's what's gonna give you that big squeeze through your biceps. You're also absolutely hammering your grip with that rope grip there, and the thicker the rope is, the more your forearms are going to work. The more your forearms work, the more motor units, more muscle that's going to be recruited in your biceps. Kettlebell rope curls, nice and easy.